Girl, I can't lie.
Hi guys, it's Chichi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. One of the most highly requested things I get asked all the time is my makeup routine. I always get asked all the products I use, and I think it's kind of funny how I'm still getting asked this question because I feel like I've done a makeup video either on here or on Instagram like a million times, but I have changed up some of my techniques. I use a lot of different techniques to get the look that I want. I also changed up some of my products as well, but not really, because once I find what I like in terms of makeup, I just stick to it. But like I said, some things have changed and I want to update you guys. So if you are interested in seeing my everyday makeup routine, just keep watching. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at chichi and on TikTok at Coco Chinelo, because that's also where you see a lot of me. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I am starting off with a bare face, but I do have my brows on. I did my brows off camera. You know, when I was, starting to do makeup, I've been doing makeup for like the past 7 years now. But when I was starting to do my makeup, I would always watch makeup tutorials on YouTube, and the girls would always be like, oh, I did my brows off camera, and I never really knew why. So when I started making makeup tutorials, I would just do my brows off camera. I don't know why. Now that I think about it, maybe it's because it takes a long time, or maybe it's because it's like the same routine every single time. I don't know, but I did my brows off camera. They're the typical brows that I've been doing for the past 7 years. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony. I've been using this for years. My brow routine is, I feel like, one of the things, a part of my routine that will remain a constant for the end of time. So now that my brows are done, we can start with the actual base. For my foundation, I use the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in the shade, I have no idea, in the shade Mocha. It's medium dark 4. I hope this is my shade though, because I've been in the sun a lot and I've gotten a lot darker, which I really don't care about for real, but I only care in terms of, will my foundation shade still match me? So this is like the ultimate test right now. And also with this foundation, I love it. I've bought this twice. I need to buy it again because, as you can tell, we're all out. We're really all out, but it really is the truth. I love this foundation mainly because I forgot primer. I forgot primer. The primer that I use is a Smashbox PHOTOFINISH Controlled Mattifying Primer. I used the regular black one at first, but I just need something super matte, especially right now because it's summertime and girl, my face gets so oily. So it's just really important that I get something that really just mattes everything out. I also have really big pores, so it does a really good job at diminishing my pore size. I'm just going to put the primer everywhere where I didn't put the foundation, and hopefully this doesn't totally fuck up my makeup. Okay, now that the primer is on, we can actually continue with the foundation. As I was saying, I love this foundation because it's really lightweight. I don't necessarily struggle with lots of acne. Obviously, I get acne spots here and there, but nothing ever serious, So I've never really felt the need to have a really heavy foundation just because there's not really a lot to cover for me. So I like this foundation, honestly, for anybody because it's very buildable. So you could always put extra coats to have the coverage that you want. I really only do one coat because I just feel like my foundation is going to be covered with concealer and contour and highlight and powder, and I feel like at the end of the day it doesn't really need a 2, 3, 4 coats of foundation. I just don't really need it. So I just go ahead and do it all over except for my forehead. I don't put foundation on my forehead mainly because I wear wigs. lace, and I want the color of my forehead to match my lace, and when I put foundation, it definitely changes the color of my forehead, and that's not good. So I usually skip foundation on the forehead, and I just go straight to concealer and contour over there, but yeah. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I used a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I know it's not 2017 anymore, but I really do like this concealer, okay? And I actually have a whole new concealer routine, which I'm excited to share. So first I used a Tarte Shape Tape, and I put some on my Morphe M224 brush. This is a concealer brush. It's clean, I know, right? There was a time, I'm kind of ashamed of it, where I wouldn't really wash my brushes as often as I should have. And I remember I posted this one makeup routine on my Instagram reels, and you guys came for me. You're like, oh, your brushes are so dirty. And yeah, you guys really bullied me into washing my brushes. But that's actually a good thing, because I wash my brushes regularly now, and I've noticed that my makeup applies a lot better because of it. So thanks for the bullying, guys. It really helped. Now I'm just gonna put my concealer on the under of my eyes. I'm not bringing it too downward because I feel like it doesn't really need to be. I just like to put it in the inner corner and then towards the outer. I feel like that's where it's mostly needed. Yeah, the thing is, I don't really have that dark of under eyes, if we're being honest. I don't really have dark under eyes, mainly because I have a really great skincare routine and I use this really great eye cream, and I really don't have dark under eyes. Also, I get 8 hours of sleep every day, so it's I don't really need to do so much. But I also think it's really important to put the concealer around your lips, because around my lips there's a bit of a dark shadow, and it kind of makes it look like I have a mustache, which I don't. So it's really important for me to really conceal that area to make it look as nice and as pigmented with the concealer as possible. Also, I put some on my nose, I put some on my forehead, but it's not that deep. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with this brush. This brush isn't the best for blending, it's better for applying. So I just try and blend out as much as I can with my brush. The thing about this brush is that it's kind of streaky, not gonna lie, a little streaky. So I always have to blend it the best I can with my brush, and then afterwards I'll go in with a beauty blender, and then I'll just blend out the streaks, because the beauty blender is just so nice, so smooth, gets the greatest results, no streaks at all. So I then go in with my beauty blender and do that. But first I do like to do it with my brush a little bit, just so that my beauty blender isn't doing too much. So I feel like if I can blend out as much as I can with my brush, I might as well. Okay, so next, this is a new thing. I'm going to take a concealer that's a bit lighter than my skin tone. It's the NK Makeup. I don't even know. I got this from the beauty supply store, guys. It was probably what, $2 or something. I really bought it from the beauty supply store. It's the NK Makeup Perfection Multi-Use Concealer. Super coverage. I like to use super coverage concealer, and it's a bit lighter than my skin tone, but I'm going to lightly put this on the inner corners just to brighten up my eyes. I like to do this because it just brightens everything and makes everything look nice. This is definitely the technique of the UK baddies. You know, the UK girls, they have the brightest under eyes ever, and I actually really like the look, but I don't want to go too much with the look. I think if it's too bright, it looks kind of weird, but you look kind of like an alien or something. But I feel like if it's just the right amount, you can look really good. So I just put a dot underneath my under eyes in the inner corners, and I'm just blending it out with my beauty blender. I'm not even gonna try with my other brush because I feel like it's just gonna spread the product in areas where it doesn't really need to be. So instead, I'm just going to use my beauty blender to focus the product in really the inner corner area. And I really like this concealer because it doesn't dry fast. I really don't like shit that dries fast. Because oh my god, when I used the Rare Beauty blush for the first time, that was the rudest awakening of my entire life. But you see how that just brightened up my eyes? And I literally only used one dot necessary. And I put some of the extra product on my forehead just because I'm stupid. Okay, and now I'm gonna go with my setting spray and I'm gonna set my face. I set my face in between some steps just because it's so hot outside and I feel like I'm gonna melt my makeup off, especially right now because I'm gonna go to an event where I'm gonna do some yoga. So I want to be as nice and as fresh and as clean and as not sweaty as possible. So I need to make sure that I set everything. And I use the NYX Matte Finishing Setting Spray. I really drenched my face, guys. Okay, so after my setting spray has dried, I'm gonna start with my cream contour. I've been using the Fenty Beauty Contour Stick in Espresso for years and years and years and years and years, and I used to just like all over my face, but now I don't do that because I want a more clean, a less harsh look. So I'll actually take the product and I'll take it on my contour brush and I'll just like kind of wipe it on. And then with the brush, I'll just go in and just like add it wherever I feel it is necessary. I'll always add it over here, to the bone over here. I'll go underneath and I'll add it to my jaw, really, really blend it in. I'm gonna carve it out with some powder later, but I make sure to really go it in and like blend it as nicely as possible. I'll probably go over here as well, just really diffusing the product into my skin. I might need to add some more. This is one of the makeup products that I've been using for years and years and years, and I'm probably never going to stop because it hasn't done me wrong yet. So why change up your makeup routine if shit isn't going south? So yeah. Oh, I think I put a little bit too much on this side if we're being quite honest, but we can fix that later. Usually when I put too much contour, I'll just take my foundation brush and I'll put my foundation over the contour to just kind of diffuse it in my skin a little bit more. And I try not to neglect the forehead either. So I'll go in with some more product and I'll put it on my forehead. In terms of the contour on my nose, like I said before, I used to go in just like, but now I don't. I use a lot of nice brushes. I'll link, I got my brushes down below. Everything that I use will be linked below. But I basically just take a nice angled brush like this, like a really small one. Is this gonna focus or no? Whatever. I take a small brush like this. I'll just put some product on it and then I'll lightly carve out my nose. I like to start from the top and really work my way downwards. And I like for the line to get a little bit skinnier towards the midsection, like the middle of my nose, and then I kind of like to have it out like this. So I basically do like the flick of the wrist with my nose contour. I love it because it makes my nose look super duper skinny in the middle, and so when I put my highlight on, I just have this cute button nose and I love that look. So I just start from the top. I really start like right under my brow. I'll make the line, I'll go in, I'll go super inwards, and then I'll just like flick it out. Yeah, sometimes I like to make it a little bit harsher. Depends on the look that I'm going for. And you know what's so funny? One of my reels went viral. It was basically a reel where I was like contouring my nose, and like the caption was really funny, or was supposed to be funny. It was like, you're obsessed with contouring your $11,000 nose. And so many people who have no idea how makeup worked, they were all like, wow, you spent $11,000 on a nose job and you still have to contour it. And it's just like, guys, do you not realize how makeup works? When you wear foundation and stuff, it makes your face look flat. And we use contour to add more life and more definition and more shadows to our face to make our face look more realistic. So that is why I contour my nose, just because my nose without any makeup has certain shadows to it, and when you wear foundation, those shadows are taken away. Your face is flat and you gotta just add those shadows back into the face, and you do that with contour. So yeah, it was really irritating reading all the comments because it's just like, damn, so many people who don't know shit are talking right now. How is this even real life? Okay, we are done with that. Our face looks super dewy right now, like super dewy, and we need to mattify it. So I'm gonna use my SACHA Buttercup setting powder. This is the first, last, and only setting powder that I've ever used because it doesn't do me wrong. It really doesn't. I use a dry beauty blender. I just wash this, I put it in here, and I really just set my entire face, literally. Like I'll start with the under eyes, I'll go up to the cheekbone, I'll go into the inner corners. I really like to go high with the powder because I feel like the higher you go, the more everything is baking and setting, and it just takes away any darkness I have underneath my eyes. I also set my chin. I'll set around my mouth because I put, concealer over there. I'll carve my cheek and I'll do my forehead. Not too much on the forehead though. And then we sit here and we wait. While this all baking, setting into my face, I'll usually just go in with like a beauty blender that I previously used, and I'll put it on my eyelids just to kind of prep whatever I'm gonna do here. I like to use the extra product on the beauty blender and just put it on my eyelids because it acts as like a base for whatever I'm gonna do with my eyes. Before, I would just let like my natural hyperpigmentation act as my eyeshadow, but I think that I really like to focus my eyeshadow into my crease to get this like really nice lifted effect. So it's important that I have some sort of like base on my lids. So that's what I'll do here. I look so crazy. Yeah, it's looking good. All right, time to interrupt the video. In my last video, I gave away a $100 Visa gift card. Thank you to everyone who entered. But the winner is this lovely lady right here. Congratulations, beautiful. But as for today's giveaway, I'm going to be giving away a style mystery box. Chichi, how exactly would that work? Great question. So, if you win this giveaway, I'd contact you and ask for your sizes and also ask for a mood board of your aesthetic so I can have a sense of what you like. And then I'm going to go to high-end stores, low-end stores, thrift shops, and even my closet to pick out the perfect outfit for you. But the thing is, you wouldn't know what I got you until you open the package. Hopefully I would do a good job and get you things that you actually like, but just in case I don't, for everything that I purchased, I'm gonna keep the tags on and keep the receipt. So if you don't like it, you're happy to return it and get some money in exchange. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and comment literally anything down below. Make sure you have your Instagram in your comments so that I know how to contact you if you win. Best of luck to everyone. Mwah! Back to the video. Also, in the meantime, I'll set my contour. I use the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'll just take a contour brush. I'll add some on my brush and then I'll just go really lightly with the contour to just kind of set everything as well. Okay, and now it is time for the eyes. For eyeshadow, I literally just use the same bronzer. I'll put some on my brush a little bit and then I'll just only focus it in the crease because I just like a really natural eye, and I feel like when my eyeshadow matches my, you know, contour slash bronzer, it just kind of just brings my face together more. So yeah, I like to do that, and then I like to really like wing out my shadow like this. This isn't even the correct brush to be using, but I don't even care. I'm just gonna really focus it in on the crease and not really anywhere else. And because I put a little bit of my concealer onto my lid before doing this, you can really see the difference. Well, I'm not sure if you can see the difference on camera, but in real life you can really see where I'm working in the product, and it's really great. It acts as a nice base. And honestly, I feel like it makes my eyes look really big. I love my eyes, honestly, because my eyelids are so huge, so if I ever want to do like cool, fun makeup looks on my eyes, I have like the eye room to do that. I look crazy. Now it's time for the eyeliner. This is my favorite part because I feel like once I put my eyeliner, it really is like, okay, this look is really coming together. I love me a wing. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I love me a wing. I always do wing liner, and I also like to focus the liner on like the inner corners to get that nice like fox eye look, nice snotched look. So I'll just basically, you guys are most likely not gonna see this part because I need to concentrate. So let me just relax for a second and do this. All right, the liner is on. Now shit's coming together. It's coming together, guys. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna use this brush and I'm going to wipe away all of the powder on my face. I'm really gonna try and just like keep as much powder on the face as possible, but really just try and just like more so press it into my face rather than like wipe it away. I'm just really pressing the product in because, you know, I kind of like that look of like orangey, yellowy powder. Plus once I put my, you know, what's the word? Setting spray on, it's all gonna come together and look really nice and look just like skin. So I'm just gonna try and really work on that. Okay, next it's time for me to put my mascara on and put my lashes on. For a long time, I was a lash extension girl. I really did love and enjoy lash extensions. It's just the maintenance, guys. Like, I am not a millionaire. And also, I really didn't like how I had to sleep with lash extensions. It's so funny because I used to be like the biggest fan of lash extensions. I'd wear them all the time in high school. I'd be like, if you're wearing falsies, then who are you? What are you doing? But now I'm back on the falsies wave. It's just like, the thing about lash extensions is that like it looks really good for a week. And then they start to fall out. And then you look kind of crazy for 3 weeks until it's time for your refill. And then the refill is like super expensive. Well, the thing is, the refill's not super expensive, just you having to come back all the time, it adds up. So really think that, you know, for me right now, we can stick to falsies. Plus, I love how I can take these off at the end of the day, and I can rub my eyes, I can wash my face freely. So, you know, it's whatever. It's all about finding a pair that is good for you. And I feel like the pair that I have, I've been using these pairs for years. It gives a really nice wispy effect, and it has a really thick lash band, so it's really easy to apply. So all I'm doing is really just putting some glue on the lash band. This is actually a brand new lash, so I wanted to bring out a brand new lash since I was doing this as a tutorial and not use old lashes. And now we sit and we wait. One key thing that I really use to make sure that like I apply my lashes really, really well, really close to my eyelids is that while it's drying, I'll literally like curl them up like this. I'll maybe blow on it too, but I'll really curl on it like this, because I feel like when they're straight, it's like harder to put on, but when they're really curled, all you have to do is like match up the middle and then everything else will fall into place. So yep, that is what I'm doing at the moment. And I'm gonna apply it right now, and it's gonna be super easy, guys. And just like that, they're on. Just like that, just like that. And now I'm going to do the same with the other lash. And yeah, these lashes, these were so inexpensive. I'm pretty sure a pack of like 10 lashes is like, what, 12 bucks? So I'll have them linked down below. I got them from Amazon, so I'll have them linked down below. I also have a link to my storefront because I feel like that's where I have a lot of my most used products. Not just makeup products, but you know, everything. So I'll have that linked. I always got the hookup for y'all. Okay, so lashes are on. I look kind of weird now. I always look weird during this part, but that's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna finish up the eyes because we're going to put the Benefit Hoola bronzer, the one we were just using on our eyelids. We're gonna use that and we're gonna put it on the bottom, on our waterline, just to add some more depth to our face. I just feel like if the top of my eyelids are so, you know, dark, I feel like the bottom has to be dark as well. Or not as dark, but dark as well to, you know, to balance the darkness out. So I think it's always important that I add some eyeshadow down there. Also, I need to add some mascara. And with this part, I really tried not to get too much on my waterline. I really tried to avoid the waterline as much as possible because I feel like once I put on the waterline, it just looks too dark and I look emo. But if I just really focus in on the lashes, it can give this whole thing a really nice look. I think I kind of fucked up over here on this eye, but it's okay. It's fine. Just don't focus on that. Okay, so next time for the cheeks. I'm using the Rare Beauty blush. This is the mattifying one. If I were to go back in time, I wish I would got the other one. I'm pretty sure it's like dewy or something, but the mattifying one, oh my God, they were not lying when they said shit was matte. It like literally dries in 2 seconds. So as soon as I put the dot on my face, I'm going to need to aggressively start blending, like aggressively. So look at this, guys. It's gonna have to be like the Olympics or something. Ready? We gotta mentally prepare for this. Okay, so. See, that's how quick you gotta be with it. That's how quick. And you can't even use a lot of product. You can really only use 1 dot. That's why this blush is called the Soft Pinch Blush, because you really only need a soft pinch. Okay, Olympics again. Ready, set. I was a little bit slower on that one, but it's okay. Because one time I put the Rare Beauty blush on my cheeks and I just had it stay there for a while. And when I tell you, it got so hard to blend. I was like, wait, what the fuck did I just do? Okay, so I just took some time to take off the product on my lips because now it's time for the lips, yay! Okay guys, so ever since I started underlining my lips instead of lining my lips how I usually did before, it really has changed my makeup face because I feel like when underlining my lips, it gives my lips more of a pout and it just looks a lot cuter and lighter. So basically in terms of underlining my lips, I'll literally just like, I'll basically go like right below, like over here. I won't go as high and I'll make sure to cut off my lips over at this place. So I'll probably just like have it go all the way down here. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of lip that I'm missing. I'm pretty sure you guys can't tell. Let me bring you guys closer. So yeah, like I said, I would basically just go right underneath and then I would do it over here and then I'd cut it off like right here. And then I would underline my bottom lip as well. Okay, and with the part of my lip that I basically cut off, I'm going to conceal those parts so it doesn't look like it's a part of my lips. It rather just looks like it's a part of my skin. All right, and now I'm just going to blend out the concealer. I just love like underlining my lips because it just gives it such a nice pout that I didn't have before. I feel like sometimes my lips are just like too wide, and underlining just a smidge adds just a little bit more life, a little bit more pouty. It makes my lips look like Bratz lips almost, so I really do enjoy doing that. But now I'm going to take the Rare Beauty blush because I like it when my blush matches my actual lips. I'll take some of this, I'll put it on my finger, like one on my finger, and then I'll just like really just apply it into my lips. I kind of treat my makeup similarly to how I would treat an outfit. Like when I'm planning an outfit, I kind of like certain things to match, like, oh, I want my shoes to match my bag and I want my shirt to match what I'm wearing on my head. So in terms of the color, and I feel like I do the same with my face. Like I always like to have my contour and my bronzer match my eyeshadow. And then I also like to have my blush match my lips. So it's all just one big matchy. And I like doing this because it just makes my face just flow together. Okay, so right now would be the time where I would put my lip gloss on, but actually I'm going to move on to highlighter because I like to do my lip gloss dead last. So my highlight has also been one of those things in my makeup routine that's just like never failed me, which is the reason why I've been using the same one for so many years. This is the Nib Plus Fab Liquid Gold Highlight Drops, which is supposed to be a dupe for the iconic London highlight drops. So I'll basically just put some on my brow bone right here. I'll literally like use an eyeshadow brush for doing this because like I have no shame. And then I'll put some on my nose, really lightly on my nose, and I'll put some on my hair. And then I'll put some like right on my Cupid's bow. And then let's not forget, we gotta put it on the cheeks too. Okay, and I also have this fanning brush that I use to really blend in my highlight. I really do feel like this is like straight out of 2017. So nice. Okay, last but not least, it's time for the lip gloss. You don't know how many times people have asked me where I got my lip gloss, and I just thought that universally every single girl in the world got their lip gloss from the same place, the beauty supply store. This was literally like $1. You can get like any flavor. Like, it's just so nice. It's definitely sticky. It's like a sticky type glossy, but I don't mind because girl, look how good it makes my lips look. And make sure to only get product on the lip that you underlined, not the part of your lip that you concealed. So yeah. Oh yeah. Okay guys, that is the finished makeup look. I'm gonna go over, do my hair, come back and show you guys the full look. All right, that's it. That's the entire video. That's my everyday makeup routine. I've been doing this routine for like the past year and I love it so much. I really don't see me changing, so This might be the last one I ever make. I'm kidding. Until then, this is the makeup routine that I'm doing. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more content from me. Can you believe that I'm actually posting, guys? Me too. I'm shocked. But yeah, that's the video, guys. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.